Hello Gundam Converge collectors, so we're gonna finish off this plus04 set with the option parts for these 4 robots here. Those 4 robots are listed right there. Okay, so I've reviewed all of them, you can look them up later. And let's see what comes in this box. Alright, surprisingly each bag I think is unique to each robot. I'll let you chew on that gum later. So these are the Rosen Zulu parts. Be careful cutting through these bags. So they're all separated so they'll scratch each other in shipping and stuff. Which I think is pretty smart. Sadly it's a lot of extra packaging, but... And then the stands, I think, for that figure. No, these might be for the Titania, just based off the color. Okay. These also might be for the Titania, just based off the pinkish purple. I guess it's purple, just a very light purple. Oh, I almost cut my hand right there. Pretty cool swords. A bunch of them. Ooh, now this I don't know. Some sort of clear stands. So, I don't get all mixed up. I have to assume this thing goes in here. This one must go in here, or this side maybe. Okay. And then these long ones. Maybe like that. Alright, we'll have to figure out where those go later. Alright, some more Rosen Zulu, extra long arms it looks like, and some sort of gold cylindrical thing. And that sword must be brittle, that's why this cardboard backing it. Keep it from getting bent in half or broken. Alright, so let's go over there. That's weird, the Exia. Oh no, these must be the Exia parts. But maybe the full burn-in, I mean, not full burn-in, the GPO2 Fissalis, maybe it doesn't come with anything. We'll have to revert back to the packaging, see what's going on. Oh, don't know. Don't really see much for that. Let's go with what we can see. So clearly these are for the Rosen Zulu, just flying hands, and you got this hexagonal. See, this is kind of dumb. Why wouldn't they just leave it a round peg so you can rotate this? But you can't rotate this thing at all, right? They force you to have it posed in one position because they put a tooth in there. Very strange. Alright, this is an L shape for that. Alright, so unfortunately this stand is just horrible. It's only grabbing the heel of this thing. It just doesn't want to stand. They should have designed something to grab the whole foot. I don't know why they, well, I'm not thinking. So clearly I'm going to have to take off. Maybe this thing doesn't come off. I wonder if the whole arm comes out. No. I think it's this. No, that doesn't seem to want to come out either. Just look at the image, and it looks like it's coming off of this blue thing. I get this shield out of here. Oh, it's just stuck. Alright. So I didn't even know these things came off when I reviewed it, I don't think. I don't remember. So this one goes here, I guess. Or maybe not. Let me try the other one. They're both L shapes, so... Again, I feel like if they just were hex circles, you could then twist them, right? Pose them a little bit better. Oh boy, that's super loose. Maybe that's why they were trying to go for more traction to keep it from falling apart, but clearly it didn't work. Yeah, I'm gonna need some poster putty here. So hold on here. So around those 3 corners. Now let's pop this in. Alright, so that's not gonna fall loose. Let's get the other one. Yeah, maybe the paint is stuck. What I'm afraid of is I think these silver things are brittle, so you could snap them off by accident. Alright, so eventually you just gotta wiggle it out. And let's see if this is a tight fit. Well, it's better than the other one, so I don't feel a need to use poster putty. So let's plop this arm here, plop this arm here. Guess I could put that shield back on, put it on this side. So it's kind of crazy looking. It's very strange. But again, why wouldn't they just let you rotate these, right? But no, they're forcing you to pose it only in one way. It's strange. Okay, well, no, see, gonna need some putty. It's just too much weight for that little stub. I feel like, I mean, I think this hole could have gone deeper, maybe not. So that's probably what some of the clear stands are for, is to support this weight. Alright, let's jam this in there now. Alright, so let's see, stand this person on this lame foot stand. Then I have to assume maybe that's what these things are for. And there's that one. And these things can pivot, so that's kind of nice, right? You can rotate and pivot these, which in this case I might want to do for that. Alright, so that actually pops in a little bit. That snaps in a little bit. Alright, we're not done yet. So these purple things go on these little sections here, it looks like. Okie dokie. That one could be down a little bit further. Something wants to keep that from going down. I don't know what. That one seems okay. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, this one I really force on. Alright, so now I think I have everything. So yeah, it's kind of nice as he's kind of snapping a little bit. Alright, let's... But yeah, so this is, you know, problematic here. But I don't think I'm gonna actually pose it like this after this video. It just takes up too much space. You know, I'm gonna just go back to the way it was. Man, what a mess. Yeah, all right. So let me get this on a coaster. Yeah, there it is. What do you guys think? I mean, I guess it's all right. It makes sense as to why it's in an option parts set. It is a funky look to it for sure, but as I mentioned, I think it's a little too big for me, so I'll go back to normal. Well, looking at the box, let's do this Fissalis next. So it's got differently configured binders here on the side. So let's just pop these off the shoulders. And I guess we'll have to lose the bazooka as well, because it's got a sword. That green sword was meant for it. So where's that sword? It seems to come with the hand already on it, so I gotta lose this hand. Pop that sword on there. Oh, this thing is there's some extra molding flash or something. Well, that makes it really tight. It's a really nice sword. Excuse my hands, but nice like blast effect at the base. All right. So now I guess these frames come out. Yeah, look at that. So that comes out there. And which way? Just looking at this, how does it work? I guess there's a giant rectangular peg up in here. I gotta just push it back. But again, maybe some paint was stuck. Alright, so that's nice there. Let's, I don't know if this is the right side. Literally, I'm gonna have to remove this thruster as well. Interesting. Alright. So this thruster, I can reposition here. And then I assume this is the correct side, but we won't know until I try it. And then reorient this thruster this way. Okay, so that works. And then this shoulder, we'll pop this back in here. And I think I got it right. Just 50-50 chance. So that, and then the square stand is for this, I think. And I guess it just goes up into this space right here in the... Honestly, I don't even think it's necessary. Or is this the wrong stand? I don't think so. Oh, it goes into this gap here. But honestly, it's going to work without it, right? So this is totally unnecessary, I think. So leave that alone. Like get this thing off. You can take this off, by the way. Push this thing outwards. Take off this thruster. Pop in this new piece here. Put back the thruster. Oh, that's very loose. Might need some putty on that later. Put back this thruster. And then pop in this thruster. Okay, and then pop that back on the shoulder. Where'd the shoulder go? And peg that in. Okay, get the stand again. Yeah, so those side stands are a total waste of plastic. I think they're trying to help you justify the cost of this little option set, but it would have just been better if it was maybe they put the plastic into some other weapons or something like that, you know, or some options for one of the other 4 things. Or really, like the original figure from the original first 20 waves, it stored the bazooka in the actual shield, which I don't know. Oh, look at this. I didn't even realize this when I reviewed it. Maybe I can. Hold on here. I didn't think to even check that when I reviewed this. Can this go in here? I mean, there's a giant gap. There's a crevice there as well. There's a notch there. It's got to be for something. But I don't see it on here. Can't really say it's for this either. Yeah, that's weird. I tried to take this off. That's probably why I didn't try to put the bazooka in. But I think this is glued shut, this gunmetal piece. So, that's weird. Yeah. I am not feeling the ability to... But see, it's also round there, so it has to fit this. Okay. Well, I can get that piece in. But I cannot... Where would this other piece go? Hold on. There is this... No, I don't think so. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. I'll just have to leave the rest off to the side. Well, I do like the pose of this one. In fact, hold on. Let me get the original figure here. So the original figure, you know, it only has the thrusters in the original position. So now, right, I have 2 totally unique looks to what is supposed to be the same robot, which clearly is not the case. So the more updated one, the latest release, they go more cartoony, less details. Where the original 20 waves, they have a lot of molded details all over that thing. And half the bazooka is stored in that shield as well. And the sword is much lamer. This sword's much cooler for sure. Beam saber. Okay, well, interesting. So I didn't even see it before, but this came with a whole nother arm, where basically it's a little more slack and relaxed than the standard one. See, here's the standard one. It's meant to hold the bazooka. And you can see this arm is pointed downwards more. But I prefer this to hold the bazooka since the other one isn't. So I'm going to leave this one the way this is. Yeah. We'll just move on to Titania. I went and clipped these off. They're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'll still mess it up. We'll figure out what happens. So I got these swords again, and taking a closer look at them. Nice translucent yellow. Impossible to focus on apparently. Yeah, alright, sorry. So again, a little blast effect at the bottom, like it's just ignited or something. Well, all in all, it's pretty nice. And I guess, yeah, each one of these little additional arms is meant to hold it, so just slide that up there. I'm going to do that for all 4. I assume this is the top. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should do that one later. Doesn't seem quite obvious. This one, I would assume. This must be the top. So it's like a three-fingered hand or something, it looks like. Alright. Now, where would they go? Well, that's the question. Where's the box again? Oh, they're sticking out the shoulders. Yeah, and they could be put into their normal hands. Alright, did I not see a hand? I did. So, let me save this sword here for this hand. Okay, so we'll take out the standard fist here. Oh, I see. That's where the other ones go. It's a really unique shape, both sides. Let me see which one would make the logical sense. This is kind of an L shape here. I think this one might belong here. So you might want to clip them off in order, I guess, but there's no instructions, so I think it doesn't make a difference. You'll see this is facing forward now. Let's see about this one. What's this shaped like? Possibly. Tough to say. Let me try the other one. No way, not that one. So, through process of elimination, I'll figure this out. This is L-shaped again. Now, I feel like maybe this was put in the wrong hole. So if that goes there, maybe this L-shaped boat goes here. It's tough to say. And the narrower ones, maybe this one. And that would leave this one last. It's just not they're not straight, identical shapes, you know? Because this has like grooves for grabbing it, I guess. So what well, I theorize that's correct now. But I could be wrong because, yeah, maybe I am wrong. This looks very curved on the top. Now this is very curved on the bottom, so it might be upside down. But it worked. You can experiment around, get a feel for it. But the rear ones are now vertical, the grips, so that makes sense, I think, there. Alright, so this goes back, this thing. Yeah, so it's like crossing these two over, and that's actually not the way the box shows it. So I think I flip-flopped these two around, but this looks a lot cooler, I think. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then this hand obviously is holding. And I suppose that's what this other hand is for, is so you could actually have 6 swords wielded. But I almost feel like I'm going to go back to that gun later, but for the rest of this video, we'll just leave it all maxed out like that. I really like how that's crossed over. I like that more. Okay. Just for fun, I did flop the arms back the way they should be, so now the curvature is on the top of both of those. But the swords are still upside down, which still gives it a whole different look. But let's at least pose it once the way the box wants it to be. So all swords up. The grips are on these swords. Excuse me, on these swords is pretty good. Maybe it's because the handles are just so long. Okay, so that's the way it's supposed to be. But honestly, I think I like the very first one better when them crossing over. Alright, you get the idea. Let's get that out of here for now. And the last one is this Avalanche Exia. Let's see what's going on here. So these are the last parts, and also this and this thing. So that would explain why this stand has these two pegs, because this thing in the options, before it just had that 1 foot peg, but the feet are so small, that's why you use poster putty. And then, well, you saw the foot actually come off. In fact, it's not even the foot, it's the whole leg's going to get swapped out. So this is a rare instance where the legs actually come off or can pose differently. Alright. So what makes these different? Hold on. Let's compare these two. So here's the stock one. Well, you got this extra blue on the front. Giant armor plate. Some sort of giant armor plate on the front of the leg. And then crazy, much bigger thruster details back here. Or maybe they're not thrusters. It looks like a... I don't know what that is up in there. But yeah, the foot is similar, but this new one has a T shape in it. Why? I don't know. Why is there a T shape there? It's got nothing to do with this. That's strange. Anyways, let's pop this on here. Alright. Let's wiggle the new one on this side. It's a pretty tight fit. Okay, and where's the blue piece on that? Oh, this thing fell off. Oh, wait a sec, look at this. That's what the T-shape is for. You can have it on snowshoes. Alright, so let me pop that off. So, I don't know, that looks a little weird, right? But you can do it. I don't recall this when I watched 00, but I almost feel like I preferred it the other way around, where these are like thruster deflectors or something. I'm not sure. There we go. It's kind of hard to get in there. I almost feel this white piece could come out too, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's glued. Let me check. Well, it's bending. I don't want to break it. Forget it, I'm going to leave it alone. Get that T-shape up in there. Okay, so I think I prefer it this way. And yeah, so this peg up here is for the flight stand. And that's definitely way better than before, than that having to use poster putty. So it does come with this shield. But it's got a angled peg, and also can this flip over? I think you can flip this upside down. Well, I don't know. Sorry. I don't even see this where this would go. Maybe here? But why? There's only one. And also you got this thing and this thing. What the heck are these for? This is like a gold with an L shape and cylindrical shape here. Is this a bomb? I wonder if this is for the Physalis. What's the issue with no, no, I think it's got to be for the Rosen Zulu, just based on the fact that it's all down here. Where would it go here, though? It won't fit in there. Is that L shape? That's a mystery. It's gold. Oh, maybe this whole arm comes off? No, no. Wait, this one I think does. Look at this. I think there's a gap here. Okay. So then this goes here. And that, let's see, what's going on with that? It's a mystery, unless this comes out. And also, why would it only be one? I don't see another one. Is it a neck piece? No, I thought maybe it'd be a head extension thing. I don't really see it there either, so I don't... It's weird. Yeah, I couldn't figure out where else to put that shield other than that slot. There's no other rectangular opening. I tried to jam it up in here, but it collides with the back. So that's a little bit weird. But yeah, I could never quite figure out where this goes on the Rosen Zulu already. It has to be with the Rosen Zulu, but I have no clue where this peg would go. It's very strange. So that's a mystery. And then this on the box looks like it goes with the GPO2, but again, I don't know where. Maybe for the bazooka? Not sure, but there's no open slots left on this thing, so yeah, very strange. Yeah, that thing's totally filled up now. Let's get this floppy mess up here. Yeah, this is just this is just horrible. This Rosen Zulu opposing this thing. Lame foot stand. It's just horrible. Yeah. Luckily I had an extra stand. I drilled out a 3mm hole into the bottom of that thing, and now the thing's fine. That's just the way the thing should have come in the first place. It's a plus figure. It should come with a better stand. You know, what were they thinking? So yeah, it's really odd that there's a few extra parts, you know, that are two pieces. I have no clue as to what they are. So another thing, maybe Bandai, maybe some instructions, little piece of paper perhaps, or just print on the inside of the box, or just have a picture of the back side of these things, right? There's all this extra legal jargon. I don't know if that's necessary, maybe it is, but I almost feel like there's extra space. Like they could have easily printed some more images right there to explain where all the parts go. So really strange, you know. Bandai's very lazy in certain ways. Don't get me wrong, they make awesome stuff, but such simple things they could have easily addressed. Anyways, they still look fantastic. I mean, this thing looks really cool with all the swords. The extra legs are kind of neat. I like how this pose is totally different from the other one. This is way over the top, but if you're into that sort of thing, this Option Parts is right for you, but I'm going to bring that thing back to the way it was. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next Converge video. Take it easy.